storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
What is up, Storm Chasers? We got to get into this story, okay, of T.S. Madison versus the Dia Whisperer, okay? Did she dox him first? Now, I didn't plan on doing this story today. I didn't plan on, really, after yesterday, I didn't plan on talking really no more about this unless there was some update with Naquan in court, or unless Madison made another video about him or something like that. I didn't personally plan on saying anything else. But then last night I received a series of text messages. Okay, text messages from Madison back to back to back. Okay, I'm not gonna put them on the screen. I'm not gonna do that. But I was surprised because, you know, I do have Madison's number. She has my number, but I don't talk to her like that. We don't talk. That's just one of the things, you know. It was what it was. You know, it is what it is. It was what it was. I only met her one time, and that was back in 2019. Yeah, when we did that podcast. So with that being said, I got several frantic text messages back to back to back. Almost as if someone was trying, almost as if Madison was trying to sun me or something. Except you can't never sun me on my shit, because it's my shit. You can't never sun me on my show, because it's my shit. This my shit. This my shit. So just like on your stuff, you say what you gotta say. Craig say what he gotta say. You know, Mo say what he gotta say. Y'all got y'all opinion. I got mine over here too. That was a crazy thing. I actually defended her. I actually was very respectful. And to me, I took that as disrespect, but I didn't engage. I didn't. I sent one simple response. I said, do you have a few minutes? Because I know the tonality of text messages, it's easy for it to be misconstrued. It's easy for it to be misconstrued. And had she took the opportunity to talk to me, I would have explained to her, well, if you watch the whole video, because there's no way she watched that whole video to have had an attitude the way that she did on my phone. Mine. Okay? Mind you, I didn't at her. I didn't send this to her. You know, maybe y'all did. I saw after I got off live, the video did actually start getting some traction. So I'm sure people sent her bits and pieces, but it's like, damn. I feel like I didn't deserve that. I know I didn't deserve that, what I got on my phone. You stayed neutral and spoke like a social worker, period. That part. Right. And people was in the comments calling you biased. Thank you. Thank you. Very respectful, respected her pronouns, call her by her name. Period. Nothing but respect. And more than anything, I hate being respectful and then people take your kindness for weakness. But we not going to go there. We not going to stoop to no one's level. We not going to go low in the gutter. Number one, we don't give a FUCK. Let's be very clear. It don't have nothing to do with us. We doing commentary like everybody else is doing commentary. But on this show right here, won't damn bitch walking control what I say on this show right here. And this message is for whoever it needs to go to. Now, you can control those who work with you, work under you, those that are on your payroll that you get up and you work and you slave for. Because let's be very clear, with 2 motherfucking mortgages, your ass is working. Period. I'm not gonna go backwards. Oh, now I say 333. I'm not gonna go backwards. I done came too far. I done came too far. Yeah, he wants to control everyone. He won't control shit over here. Bitch, I ain't trying to be a part of Hollywood. If it's meant, it'll happen. But I'm not thirsty to be over there. I'm not worried about maintaining this or I don't want to ruin this relationship. Let me tell you something. We in a whole new day, baby. You pave your own way in this world. Cause you can be over there kissing them people ass, and when they through with you, they still gonna toss you to the side. Period. How many actors and actresses do we know that are very classy based, ain't did nothing to nobody, and can't even get a job? So I had to realize early on, baby, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Give these people hell. Whatever you say that shit and you stand on that shit. I stand on everything I said in my video. Period. No, ain't nothing to go to court for. It ain't that serious. Ain't nothing to go to court for. Ain't nobody defaming nobody. It ain't none of that. But I had to come back to that because, like I said, I did not engage. It was late at night too. It was. Hold on, let me look at my phone. It was because I'm like, I don't know who you thought I was or think I am, but baby, you got it wrong. Okay, so it was 12. It was midnight my time. Actually, it was midnight on the dot my time, which I also feel was intentional. If you know, you know. Always fact check when talking about me. Never ask the audience. They never fact check. And the video was still on my page. Sent several back to back to back to back. And it's like, girl, who you talking to? I didn't say that smoke. Say that smoke for the motherfucker that came to your house. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing to you. I ain't do nothing to you. I don't care who she bullying. It ain't gonna be me. Yes, she sent the link to the video. Okay. Mind you, did not send a timestamp or nothing. So 4-hour video. But I found the part that the DL Whisperer kept talking about when he said she doxed me, she read my credit report, this, that, and the third. So we're gonna review that. And then we're gonna be up out of here. Listen, I don't even know nothing about all her beefs. I don't know. I don't know. I know when I catch the show, I do. I know, yeah, I know when I catch the show, maybe to catch the show, her and Craig. But I'm just like, the hell I catch strays for? Because Lord knows I don't need to clock in. Y'all know we left that behind. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new vibe. We're not doing that. And it's just not worth it. Okay. God bless everybody. Will you get no? And if they try, we gonna fight because that would be false. You caught a straight because you didn't go. Okay, well, don't nobody run this show. And I'm not friends with none of these bitches. Let's be clear on that. Niggas, whatever. I'm not friends with these people. The ones that I have an actual bond with, they know who they are. Anybody else, you're an associate. You're not above reproach. You don't pick it. I'm not picking a side. I ain't been paid. I'm on nobody's payroll, so I don't have a reason to pick a side. I call it down the middle. That's why certain other people ain't my friends to this day. That's okay. It's still no love lost. You're just not gonna control what I say. You're just not. Thank you. They're very, very unbiased. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, but that part was funny. That was comedy. I didn't say that was okay, but that was comedy. You didn't declare homegirl as a victim. You know, she used that word too. She said, I am a victim in this. Listen, I don't have time for people being sensitive. What gets me is the people with the most mouth or the most sensitive. How does that work? These people get online and drag people. You can't play sensitive. You just can't. Not at least not verbal. You can't do that. You can't do that. Bitch, I'm not Kyle from the neighborhood talk. Won't none of you hoes get on my phone and bully me into what I can post and can't post. I'm not Kyle from the neighborhood talk. And that's no shade to Kyle. That's no shade. That's no shade. I am not Kyle. Baby, let me tell you something. The way I won't even entertain no mess, I will block that ass so fast. The way if a motherfucker get out of line on the phone, I will hang up. The way I will hang up the phone, because I will be like, clearly you wasn't talking to me, girl. Like, clearly this was meant for somebody else. I do not receive at all. No. Okay, so anyway. So I'm going to review the video that she sent me, which was... Okay, a video on her page from, is it going to let me zoom out a little bit? Okay, maybe not. 1 month ago. Okay, stream January 20th, 2026. So a couple months ago. Okay. Let me put in my... I'm going to get these headphones figured out. Hold up, y'all. I'm the queen of releasing a call. Now, and listen, it wasn't no phone call. Because I only sent one response back. Because, baby, the text was coming in back to back to back. I sent one text. I said, do you have a few minutes? I wasn't trying to chit-chat to be on the phone forever. But I'm like, I can clear this up. Like, damn this texting. Hop on this phone. I can clear it up. Now, maybe she felt like, you know, I'm above you. I'm a star. I don't have to talk to you. Maybe she felt like, oh, you ain't finna record me. You know, pull an old girl. Okay, maybe she felt like that too. Whatever. Yeah, do you. She put it out there. She got a problem that she can log the foot. Sure can. Sure can. Yeah. Because what do we argue? Babe, I'm not going to argue with nobody. If I'm not married to you, fucking you, sucking you sucking me, no me. I'm not arguing with you. For what? For what? I don't even argue with nobody I've been intimate with. Shit, they get cut off. So what? I don't even take that from family, baby. I would get off that phone so quick. Oh, girl, I'll talk to you later. You're obviously having a bad day, my dear. Take a Tylenol and go to sleep. And try it again tomorrow. It's okay. We all have bad days. No, seriously. Look, and block you at... Listen, you know I'm the king of blockation. You know a hoe will wake up block with me. Okay, so here we go. All right. All right, so 20 days of the new year. We need to start it at about, I'm going to go to about 119.44.
Maybe the people that you're...
And I'm gonna go here. All right, let's listen to it. Let's go.
Talking about.
Correct. Or they have children or family members. There are people that love and don't care about their and care about their family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you crazy? Yeah, y'all be loud online. Yes. A lot of you pussy ass, homophobic, transphobic ass people be loud online. But we be having family. We be having people that fuck with us. We be having hitters that be like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she said we be having hitters that F with us, and she be like, hey, okay, so you got your hitters, that's fine. But whoever sent you my shit and did not break it down correctly to you, they lied to you. Let me just say that. And I don't know about y'all, right? This ain't about her. I don't know about y'all, but I hate when somebody try to quote me or what Storm said or what he meant or what he really meant. I cannot stand that. Because they never do it correctly. They never repeat what I said correctly. They never get it right. Okay.
I can't tell you how many straight men have stopped me in the airport and say, man, listen, my wife and I, my girl and I, we watch y'all show all the time. So you just never know who's watching, who your customer base is.
You don't know that shit. And a lot of you be screaming about you gonna do this and that, and you gonna da-da-da. And then, listen, and be trying to dox, Greg, let me just talk. Then be trying to dox me like I ain't sitting up with your food with all your information.
Right.
I'm just not a bitch that's gonna be, I don't like the doxing shit.
Right.
Okay. She said you try to dox me. You try to dox me like I'm not sitting up here with all your information. Okay. Got it. Let's keep listening.
Right.
But don't you, for once, think that because you sitting on talking about something, you done look me up and you done research.
And the nerve, and I just thought about this too. The nerve of her to tell me don't read my chat. First off, the nerve to think you gonna tell me what I'm gonna ever do with my shit is wild. Number one. Number two, don't they sit up there and read that chat all day and all night on their show? Ain't it Mo's job to put the comments up as they sitting there talking? What show on YouTube don't talk to their chat? So I'm trying to make that make sense first. Number one. Number two, why you think you gonna ever tell me what to do on my shit? Madison. Language, they feel like I be talking. Oh, I forgot. It's being neutral. So people feel like when you not go, I don't do that shit. I'm not trying to be friends with none of you girls. I'm not trying to hang out with y'all, be around y'all. Oh, be invited to this. Oh, girl, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to. If I get on here and report a story against Tyler Perry Studios, who is anybody else? And y'all think I can't go get in a Tyler Perry movie if I want to? All I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. It ain't that hard to get in no damn movie or on no show. Thank you. And because I have that, that's why I said I'm going to come back to the. I thought she was sending me a clip. Now she sent me a 4-hour live. That I'm gonna go. Yeah, I said I'm gonna go back and review it. I ain't finna watch this whole thing, but I'm gonna review the part that I found. Because you didn't send me no timestamps, girl, not one. They said Tyler like you. I forgot. Yeah, he like you to grab your ankles. He get horny when he been drinking that dark liquor. And relax when he put that big D in you and you go crazy and cream all on it. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'll pass.
Search me like I don't have a file, like I don't have your file on my desk too. I just don't be online doing that.
Yeah.
Because I know,
and it's really illegal to do that.
It is because I know the dangers of that.
Yeah.
I don't have no malice and ill in my heart towards people like that to be. And I'm telling you, I get girls whole. I can scroll up and show you a girl's credit report.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, girl.
Okay. So you had his credit report right there. Okay.
I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do this to you because I wouldn't even delve.
What was that?
Tap that and slide and swipe.
Okay. So they looking at his credit report, the deal whisper. Madison and Craig is looking at his credit report, but it's on the phone. You cannot see it on the screen. Okay, let's keep listening.
Tap that and swipe. Girls talking about properties and shit that they own ain't nowhere on their credit report. Ain't nowhere on it.
All I see is judgments.
Okay. All I see is judgments. Okay. That's still not saying nobody's name. That's not saying no, that's just them. That's them gagging. Okay, let's keep going.
And I'm just like, girl, swipe.
It's so much to swipe through. Not a $62,000 balance. Is that debt?
I'm like, girl.
What a $371 monthly payment. You'll never finish paying that off.
Well, he didn't lie about that.
Oh, this credit score.
Really?
I'm just saying, I don't even do shit like this. And the girls be sitting online screaming about they got my address and they got girl. I'm like, girl, sit down, Keisha.
Okay. So Dear Whisperer said he got an address. I know where you live. She came back by saying, and I got your credit report and you got bad credit and you got all these judgments and collections but still never said his name. I'm not hearing his name. I'm not hearing his address. So technically, so far from what I've been watching, he has not been doxxed.
That's too much.
Keisha, sit down. And their property that they screaming out that they own that. You see it?
I had less student loan debt than that.
Keisha, do you see it? The properties that the girls be screaming out they own. Do you see that? You don't see it, do you? Do you see any properties that they own on there?
When we take a break, I want to know who this is. I see the name, but I want to know who this is.
I'm trying to find this 1.5 million, this house. I don't see it.
Not with that $63,000 debt right there.
I don't see that. I don't see that.
But speaking of doxing, they did release the names of all these different ICE agents.
Oh, ain't that something?
Yeah, because I think somebody left. I think it was like an altercation in one of the states.
Uh-huh.
And some of the ICE agents like ran away and left documents inside their car. When they
Really? Here it is.
And to the person that leaked the 4,500 identities of ICE agents, thank you for your.
All right, so that's there. We can leave that there. So, upon reviewing the evidence, okay, I know the smacking. I think she had like a sucker or gum or something. Anyway, upon reviewing the evidence that I was sent into the timestamp that I went to that made the most sense, she did not say his name. She did not say his address. She just talked about somebody's credit report, and her and Craig gagged at it. Right? That could have been anybody. That would not stand up in court. And I'm gonna be honest, Naquan, Madison played the better game. Period. He came for her, but she played the game better. You got to use strategy. Madison is not new in this. And this ain't me defending her, obviously, even though I'm still being respectful of pronouns. That's just somebody that's not new to the game. You dealing with somebody that got a lot to lose because Madison is a part of Hollywood now. At the same time, Madison is from the streets. You think she ain't dealt with court and being in jail and this and that? Like, come on now. She knows how to play the game. So, talking about a credit score being documented, threatening someone and them, thank you. Yeah, he took it too far. Yep, he got triggered without all the evidence. Everybody listening to what other people done told them, and they popping off. That's what it is. That's all. And she played the game better. And I still say he would have been good with everything he was doing online. I don't think she would have took him to court. But then he came to her house. When he came to her house, he made it real. Not just talking, not just being deranged, not just When he came to her house, he made it real. He made it so, oh, okay. That's it. That's it. That's all. And it's interesting because one of the text messages Madison sent was, F them women, they transphobic anyway. And like I said, I only sent one response. Do you have a few minutes? Because damn all that texting. I can clear this up quick. Okay. But let me say this to Madison or just anybody, period, that's listening. The women may be transphobic, but I wasn't. The women in the chat may be transphobic. The men, let's just roll with that. Storm wasn't. Storm was up here very respectful of pronouns. Just like I would be in your face, I keep that same energy here. I didn't change because my audience was like, "Nah, that's a man. That's a man. That's a man." Oh, no, y'all, did I switch up or did I continue to call her she, her, and hers? Did he stop? He taped her house, and it's like a cul-de-sac in front of it, and he drove in a circle. He drove in a circle on them bald tires while he was playing Nicki Minaj. Storm, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Florida Bella, thank you. Florida Bella kept that same energy the whole lot, kept calling Madison a man. I didn't change up, and Florida didn't change up. I'm like, from these texts, baby, you would have thought I would have been up here going off like Kaya did. Yes, I only referred to her as him when quoting DL. Thank you, Fantasy Chick. Yeah. Listen, they're all immature. Most of these hoes are immature. I'm gonna just be real to you. In this entertainment game, I have learned most of these people are immature. They're highly immature. They know how to get that bread for sure. They know how to get that bread. They know how to work their audience, but when it comes to dealing with other people, when it's black on black, they don't know how to deal with nobody unless it's a dynamic of, you know, I'm here and you listen to me. Oh no, girl, I don't listen to you. Oh no. I'm not on your payroll. I don't work for you. Have never worked for you. Oh no. What? No. You know, you want me to paint a certain narrative? Absolutely not. We gonna tell the truth. Because guess what? I've been stalked. I've been harassed. I've been doxxed. I know what it's like, and it don't feel good. But did anybody come to my aid and my help? Nope. Did anybody use their platforms to say, y'all know y'all doing that nigga wrong? Nope. Well, I take that back. Only one. That was Conscious TV. CTV, the only one. I had to deal with that. Yeah, I had to deal with that. It's a few people that texted my phone, you know, and said, hey, are you okay? But I'm talking about getting up on the mic saying, you. I take that back. Might have been one other person too. But anyway, you get my point. Thank you. They were extreme. That's why all this shit people be dealing with. And when they be the stuff they be crying about now, I'm like, girl, you could not have survived. You could not have survived what I went through. You could not have. It would have been enough to drive a person crazy. So I'm so glad. I'm just gonna say God is so good. God is so good. Yeah. Then she texts me about, oh, this person doxing me. That other person been doxing me. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with me. Those are all separate battles. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all how many texts I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 texts back to back to back. So you know my iPhone was just ding, 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 ding. I said, do you have a few minutes? No response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more texts after that. Storm really been through it. That's what I'm saying. Storm really been through it all. Even when I was cool with another person and they was complaining about people dragging them online and what they were saying, what they were doing. I'm like, girl, that's it. Somebody talked about your reproductive organs. That's it. These people don't even know your real name. Like, get out of here. Yeah, that was my whole issue. T.S. Madison texted you. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, too much time on her hands, wasting on a person who does. That's what I'm saying. No. And guess what? If there's any more updates, we're gonna come back and we're gonna give another update and we're gonna keep it pushing. And the crazy thing is, my name legal. My name been legal since 2011. So I don't go by no nickname, baby. I goes to the courthouse. I don't play them games. Was she upset with you or something? Yes, and very frantic. I like that Storm stays mutual. Yes. When I tell you over the years, it's been people that I interviewed, and the audience will be like, well, why are you interviewing them? Why are you talking to them? I feel like an interviewer, a commentator, a journalist. I don't have a journalism degree, but still, you should be able to talk to and interview anybody. I've always called it down the middle. I know that's why certain opportunities don't come my way. I know that's why even certain celebrities, I'm not going to call out their names, that was fucking with me before, and they didn't like the way I painted the narrative, so they just quietly unfollowed and went about their business. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Even speaking of the Candy interview, I never told y'all how they tried to play me with that. So mind you, right? Everybody else got 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. When it came to me, Candy has 20 minutes. Candy has 25 minutes. That's it. Then Candy started off the interview. Oh, well, I wanted to talk to everybody. I know you don't like me. I said, who said I don't like you? I said, Candy, who said I don't like you? And I told her right there in her face on the when he was on the camera, what was wrong with the restaurant, with Blaze, the experience I had, what I did. I told her right there straight to her face. She claimed that was because of old management. You see, today the restaurant is closed. That's not me laughing at that. But what I'm saying is, actually, no, I've always kept the same energy. What are we talking about? Yeah. But I could have been fake, like, oh, girl, no, oh, girl. It actually, my review of Blaze, I don't even know where that file is at. But I decided to never put it up because I said I can't do a black woman's business like this. My experience at Blaze was that bad. I said I can't even do a black woman's business like this. Like I can't. Yeah, so you just said the truth about a restaurant, her husband, and I'm freaking it. Thank you. Did they let you come try the food again? Nope. They bullshitted. Blaze is the name of her restaurant. Their restaurant closed now. And they owe that landlord $140K in back rent. I'm going to tell you what they did. If y'all remember from that interview, I said, okay. I said, well, let's make it a date. I said, I'll bring the cameras and I'll come back and I'll try the food again and I'll give an honest review with you right there. She, okay. Hit up her manager several times after that. Oh, Candy's busy. Candy can't. Oh, Candy can't. Eventually, I let it go because one thing my webmaster said, and I agree with her, shout out to Tabitha, I don't ever like to feel like I'm begging nobody. I don't ever like to feel like I'm begging somebody to do something or begging to be on their show. And I know in some ways that has held me back too, if I'm being honest. But I'm just not a person that's gonna beg. Like, you either want to do it or you don't. You gonna keep your word or you ain't. And I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Yeah, for what? For what? And do that for what? I wouldn't, y'all, my audience, I would not lie to y'all to send y'all there. The food was cold. The food was raw. Why would I send y'all to a restaurant that's going to serve you uncooked food? Why would I do that? I'm not going to beg you to take my money either. That part. I thought Candy bought that girl. I mean, I'm sorry, Josh. Boy, nah. That nobody does that. When you see, most people do not do that. When you see these businesses, that baby, it's something called commercial real estate, but it's commercial rent. And whether they rent is 10K, 15K, 20K, 1,500, 3,000, whatever it is. These be commercial leasing spaces. They are not buying that land and building a bit. No. Not to say all don't or can't or they can't do it if they, but no. If Keelita, thank you. Why would I waste my time? That part. Yeah, commercial. Yes, commercial real estate is expensive. These businesses where these malls be in these shopping centers, you talking millions of dollars just to buy that land, tens of millions. They go, they contact the leasing agent, they come to an agreement on what the rent's gonna be, the changes they can make to the rental space, and boom. I don't think Candy's slow. I think Candy has a big heart. I think Candy does too much for too many people, and she let people use her. That's my opinion. But I don't believe she's slow. No. Did you try Carla food? No, I've never been. I've been to Nini's restaurant. I've been to Nini's, Candy's, and Kirk and Rashida's. Okay. Best food out of all three was Nini's. Oh, I was trying to get you out a finger. It was Nini's. The best ambiance was Kirk and Rashida's. Nini's food was good. Kirk and Rashida's food was good. It was just everything was small but it was good. The service for me was the best at Kirk and Rashida's restaurant. Service at Nini's spot was cool. It just took forever. It took like 45 minutes to get your plate. Even to get the girl to come around for the drink. And then the music was so loud, you could not hear in there, and the sound system was a little messed up. So the kinks needed to be worked out, but overall, Nini's food was absolutely the best. Whatever she was doing back there, she made sure that food was good. And I've met Nini in person before. Have y'all tried K Michelle? I never tried K Michelle restaurant. I never tried it. Is it still there? I never tried it though. What do you think of K Michelle on Housewives? I think it's a good match. I think it's a good fit. I absolutely think so. And to be honest with you, Real Housewives of Atlanta for a while has been trying to find like a good fit. I mean, they have been trying to get it together for years. I think with this cast, now that they got Angela Oakley, they got K Michelle, Pinky on there. I'll see. I don't know much about her as like a personality, so we'll see what she brings to the show. I like Drew on there. I can actually do without Shamia. I could do without Shamia. Even though Shamia is actually a real housewife of Atlanta, like really living in luxury. Shamia has everything that Portia wants. But yeah. During COVID, the Fortune 50 company I worked for tried to finally buy the building we worked in. They still couldn't afford it. Yeah. Candy has been on every talk show and podcast lately, keeping her name alive. She must be on a break from the place she's in. Yeah, she's keeping herself busy too. She's going through a lot with that divorce. Best believe it's wearing on her emotionally. No cast would duplicate what Nene, Candy, Phaedra, and the original cast members had. I agree with you. I agree. We're never going to get that back. We just have to be okay with that. And part of the reason why we're not going to get that back is because they're all too famous now. You know, in the beginning, before they was really like conscious of how they listen, reality shows always are better when the person is not conscious of how they're coming off on camera. They're just being themselves. Once they really start like realizing how they come off, then they start self-producing instead of being produced. And it just ruins the show. I thought Nene was returning. I think Nene is going to do Ultimate Girls Trip first. But they'll eventually work her back onto the cast. Yes, it starts to feel fake. Yes. Yeah. Who do you think does the best at not coming off as self-produced? What you mean, on Atlanta or just any reality show? Who comes out best as not self-produced? Shit, maybe Candy. Maybe Candy, honestly. Contessa, maybe. Oh, you know who really was just herself? I feel like Mariah Huck was just herself. We need new reality. Yeah. And if someone's smart, they would just start doing reality shows with influencers, but not like the $1 million influencers. You got to do influencers that are like on the come up. The Aries, the Jada Waiters, like those girls are multimillionaires. Like it's still not gonna hit the same. Thank you. Still not gonna hit the same. Yeah, I think that's Mariah on and off the camera. Yeah. Talking about somebody just being themselves. I think Mariah. Toya's another one too. I hate the way she do Eugene, but if Eugene don't stand up for himself, I mean, what can we do? When I tell you that fight was very funny. Oh no, bitch. Did Quad come over? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And just falls on top of him. Quad low-key made it worse. Absolutely not. I still feel like sometimes trying to break up the fight makes it worse. Just let them fight it out. Clear some space. Make sure they don't go in the pool, but let them hoes fight it out. Just make sure they don't fall in the pool because you know black folks can't swim. So just let them fight it out. And they'll get tired. And when they get tired, then come break it up. Baby was hitting her in the head, tearing her up with that purse. You hear me? Tearing her up. Tearing her up. Remember New York and all the people? Yes, yeah. New York was hilarious TV. That was hilarious TV. Yeah, let them fight it out and give them space. Yes. It's gonna be over quick. Right. As long as they both fighting, if one only throwing punch, yeah. Man, ain't nobody in 2026. Ain't nobody finna come and slob and kiss on Flav. Then again, I take that back. Maybe they would. I would pay to see a New York and Flavor Flav reunion. What do you think about Quad and King? I think I don't think King was ever in it for the same stuff that Quad was. Now, remember when Mariah and Toya was fighting? Mariah mama, Miss Lucy, was hitting Toya with the purse. Because I think Toya had Mariah hair and she wasn't letting it go. And so Miss Lucy started hitting her with the purse. Miss Lucy told her head up with that purse. Because the purse it looked like it had like diamonds on it or something. Yeah. Started hitting her with that purse. Okay. So let's have a talk and let's have an honest talk, okay? About Quad and King. And we're going to I'll just cut this out. Okay. All right. Quad and King. All right. Now, we seen them on Married to Medicine. You know, we seen how he checked Eugene on that beach when Eugene was talking crazy. And you seen how massive King was. Quad was so proud. Quad was so proud. Oh, she was so proud. This right here. You remember that? Quad was so proud of her nigga that was finna knock her old nigga out. Okay. Okay. They was getting into it on that beach. Oh, okay. All right. Here go the other one right here. King and Dr. G's heated confrontation. Y'all see the size difference between King and Eugene? She was proud as, you hear me? She was proud. Now, all right. Now let's go back and talk about the truth, okay? King already has a daughter, all right? King is older. Quad is older. Quad is what, mid-40s? Quad Lunsford. Okay. Quad is 45 years old. She'll be 46 in May. Okay. In my opinion, I believe she waited too long to have a baby. I'm going to be real. I am surprised she does not have eggs frozen anywhere. So then all she would have had to do was get King to donate or just pay him for his sperm if it just would have been. Oh, Greg. Did I say Eugene? I meant Greg. My bad, Greg. Greg. What's up, Larry Reed? I meant Greg. My bad. Y'all know what I meant. Quad ain't never been with Eugene. I meant Greg. Squeaky voice has Greg. Okay. Number one, Quad, you waited too long to have a baby. Okay. You waited too motherfucking long. Yes, some women can still have kids through their 40s and even early 50s, right? But everybody is not Janet Jackson and Halle Berry. Everybody is not that. When Simone and her over yonder bite told you to freeze your eggs about 10 years ago, you should have done it. You should have listened. Period. Now, everybody was wondering, well, why didn't she just have kids with Greg? Why didn't Quad just have kids with Greg? Okay. Number one, they had a tumultuous relationship. Okay. And number two, we're just going to be honest. Greg is not attractive. Yes. Simone was harsh, but she was right. There's a difference between, because some of our grandmothers still had some of our aunts and uncles well into their 40s, right? But most of them had started having babies young. So they had babies throughout their teens, 20s, 30s, and they had a couple in their 40s, right? It's a little different when you wait to damn near 50 to try to have your first. It's just a different ball game. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Quad did not have no baby with Greg, which she very much should have. Best believe she was on her birth control when she was with him. Because Greg is not attractive. They didn't have a good relationship. They argued all the time. There were some physical altercations. But nonetheless, Greg is not attractive. We are living in time. Women have always been conscious of a man's attractiveness, but we are living in times now where women are very aware because women now have choices. So they really looking at a nigga like, you know what? Do I really want my kids to look like this nigga? Do I really want a little version of this nigga that I got to look at for the rest of my life? Some of y'all got kids right now, and I'm going to call some of you out because you ain't going to beat my ass. Some of you got kids right now, and you sit and look at them, and you love them, but you be like, damn, I was tripping. Damn, I was tripping. Or damn, I was drunk. That nigga caught me on a drunk night. Or damn, I must have been in love with your daddy because ain't no way. Come on now, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Greg is not a man. I'm just talking physically. Greg is not a man that a woman's gonna be pregnant by and really be like proud that she pregnant by him. Now I'm on my Tony Gaskins. Shout out. I'm gonna talk up an interview with that man the way I keep bringing his name up. A lot of these women's husbands aren't attractive. That's a fact. But you got to look at the way you look and the way he look, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Now, when you look at Toya and Eugene, right? This is a case of this is his dream girl. In school, you can tell in school Toya was bad. Toya has a really pretty face and she got a big butt. And best believe when they was in college, that waist was tight, that ass sat up high. She ain't had no cellulite or nothing. No double chin, no wrinkles around her neck, none. Eugene is not really attractive, but Toya is. So it works. Yeah, and long hair. Yeah. Pretty girl, pretty facial features. She's pretty. She crazy, but she's pretty. But look at what he paid. Look at how he paying. Not only does she not do shit, she disrespectful as hell. So anyway, looks compatibility, yes. So when you making babies, at least one of y'all gotta be cute. Okay. But it's certain men that when women are pregnant by them, they proud. Greg is just not one of those men. He don't have no body. He don't have the height. He don't even have the looks. He don't even have the voice. Because at least as a man, you got to have like a deep voice. He don't even have a sexy voice. Because women are all about this and how you make them feel. One thing about it, if I can make you feel a certain way, I can really control you, period. It ain't physical with women. It's all mental and emotional. He just that's just not him, right? But when you look at this man, he tall, he chocolate, and he's attractive. He's older, so he's a little heavier, whatever. But most women, they don't mind that being on top of them. They don't mind having his baby. Quad is self-centered. Quad is all about herself, and Quad is all about looks. You think she don't want her kids to look a certain way? So when she met this nigga, she said, oh, boom. And she's ready for it now. She's ready for it. And the nigga cute. Oh, boom. And he talk, boom. And he got money, boom. You see, she took her ass all the way to Africa trying to get pregnant by this man. It's just a fact. It is. Listen, you got to know your place with people. Got to know your place. Quad is not the most attractive, but Quad mixed with him, she got a better chance with the kids versus Quad with Greg. She knew what she was doing, whether she did it consciously or subconsciously, but she knew what she was doing. This man is tall, chocolate, attractive. Got enough money. Boom. I'll have his baby. But this nigga, she wasn't trying to have this squeaky voice man's child. This was the come up man. This was broke Quadria from Memphis that needed to get on. And I listen, I'm not trying to play her like Mariah did. But this was her trying to get on and get in that Atlanta scene and get the hell out of Memphis and really like do her big one. But she didn't never plan on having no children with him. Women know who they want to have kids by and who they don't. So it is what it is. Now, did King really want Quad like that? Probably not. He probably just wanted a little fame. And then I think I thought I remember seeing somewhere he told her he really didn't want no more kids because he already had one. But if she want to, okay, fine. And you don't never do no shit like that. If that man not fully invested like you signing up to be a single mom. What are you doing? But then again, she's at that age where she may not care if the daddy's around. She just wants at least one child. He's okay looking nothing crazy. For Quad. I'm going to show you another example of somebody who just had babies with a man because of the way he looked. Well, she married him too, but still. When Phaedra got with Apollo, mind you, this was an attorney. And Phaedra looked a lot different now. Phaedra had a lot of work done too. I don't know why ain't nobody called out the work Phaedra had done and the fact that she's a few shades lighter, but I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Phaedra was an attorney. This man was a criminal. Why did she get with him? Because of the way he looked. She's still a Southern belle, and y'all know how that colorism shit is down south. Yes, Phaedra went for looks only, period. She ain't never really care about that man. That's why, and that's why I've always had the opinion that looks wise, these two were always a better fit. Listen, when I seen Phaedra, it was not just the blonde hair, it was Phaedra hanging out with Portia. They was doing something, and Portia was being her bad bitch self. She was just being herself. But it was Phaedra trying to be a vixen. I was like, not the Southern belle, not the church girl, but that's who Phaedra has always wanted to be. but just couldn't be that. You see what I'm saying? Phaedra always wanted to be a girl like Portia. She just didn't have the looks or the body. Here's what it is. Okay. But I always felt like Kenya and Apollo was a better fit looks wise. And that whole situation with them in the pool and jumping in the pool and all that and hanging out and laughing and joking. Yeah, Phaedra felt insecure and she felt some kind of way. And Kenya knew what she was doing. Kenya was also saying, bitch, I can take your man. Come on now. Baby, not one tear. Apollo had one job with Phaedra, and that was to drop that nut. That's it. Yes, Kenya and Apollo would have been fired. Yes. Look at who else knew what they was doing when they was throwing their legs to the moon and making a baby. Boom. Why you think she had a baby with him? Yes, and they had chemistry. Yes, because they're both actually attractive. Really attractive. Yes. You can say looks ain't everything in America in 2026 going forward. Yes, it is. And if looks weren't everything, these heifers would still look the way they looked when we first met them. Kenya knew what she was doing when she had that baby with him, with marking his nose ring. And she looked at that hair too. She said, oh, okay, boom. Got it. Mark isn't that great looking to me. But to her, he is. He's the right complexion. He's decent looking enough. And he got the hair. Remember, Kenya has always been known for her hair. These women know what they're doing, especially when a woman wants a little girl. I knew somebody. I knew somebody who literally told me that their aunt told them that light-skinned dudes are for making daughters. That when you know you want a daughter, you give it a light-skinned dude. That's literally what somebody I know, that's what they told me. And her daughter looked at, yeah, and she's happy with that. She's been known for her hair. You think she finna come on now, y'all. You think Kenya Moore hair care finna not have a baby with a certain hair texture? Come on now. If only we went by person that, well, yeah. Who else did that? What's another good example? Can't think. I would have to think of something, but y'all get the point. People don't like to talk about it, but people do it. Kenya is good. Yes. And she absolutely, yeah, boom. Thank you. Cash doll. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it when I seen her and her baby daddy. I said, oh, okay. She wanted to make sure them kids was cute. She wanted to make sure them kids was cute. And them kids look just like that man. Versus, this is who, hold up. Because, see, I pay attention to who your baby daddy is and who you talk to after that. But the man you get with after, the man you get with, yeah, no, she's cute too, but she wants to make sure her kids are too. She's another woman that's all about her looks. Her fucking name is Cash Doll. She don't go by Arkeisha. She go by Cash Doll. She walks around looking like a doll. Now, this man has a different, he's still handsome though, but he has a totally different aesthetic. So you telling me the baby daddy wasn't purposeful? Get out of here. Get out of here. Miss Kiki and her baby daddy. Miss Kiki and her baby daddy. She did tie her too. She said after she had what's she named that second baby? Clarity, something like that. She said literally when she was pregnant, this is my last baby. She said it. But Cash Doll is older anyway. I knew that anyway, but still. But look, he has the skin and the hair. He ain't all that. He has the skin and the hair. Then we got Sky and Yerky Yerky. We got Sky and Yerky Yerky. Who doing? Ain't he doing like 25 years in prison? You already know what this is about. She didn't give a damn. She went and got a light skinned dude that was like, this ain't even just light skin. He's fair skin. Like he's pale. Freckles and red hair. Like she made sure. I think his real name is like DeAndre, I want to say. But his street name is Yerky Yerky. She didn't give a damn. Even if that baby came out looking just like him, she still would have been happy. She would have had a baby with red hair and freckles. She would have been happy. Janet thank you. None of the Jacksons like the way they look. They all went and mixed. What are we talking about? The Jacksons? They all made sure their children didn't look like them. Hell, Michael, I can't say I guess you can say technically he adopted them kids, but whatever. He made sure them kids didn't look like him. If Michael just wanted kids with a white woman, he could have put his nut in his nut, or even one of his brothers in a white woman. Michael made sure them kids didn't look nothing like him. Janet, baby, don't look nothing like her. They are. Marley didn't Reba didn't. Okay, I get him that. But look at Jermaine. Hell, I think Tito kids was mixed too. Wasn't they? And then ain't it two of the brothers that share a baby mama, something like that? Serena, yes, that's another. She gave black dudes a chance, though. I will give her that. They just didn't put a ring on it, but yeah. But even with Serena, Serena, your genes too strong. Her kids still look like her. They just look lighter. Then yes, her baby, yes. Naomi Campbell. Yep. I'm pretty sure her sperm donor was white. Yes. Paris said child, okay. She ain't gotta say nothing. Go take a DNA test. All you need, go take an ancestry DNA test. We'll see. Please stop playing. But nonetheless, that's still Michael's daughter, and she is still entitled to his estate because that is still his child, period. Not biologically, but that's still his child. Diana Ross. Yep. See? Halle Berry. Kimora was so young. Kimora was just so young when she first got married. So that was more about a man having money. I don't really think none of Kimora's men was like lookers like that. Maybe except Jaimin. Because Russell ain't a looker. That last white husband she had wasn't no looker. He just white. Maybe Jaimin. That's the only one. Yeah, that's why I said she gave black men a chance. I can't even I can't give her no criticism. Yeah, Kimora goes for the bag. Yeah, she's about that bag. It tells me how Kimora being a parent, her daughter out here dating 100. Listen, that was a whole mess. Whoopi is not ugly though. I seen some photos of Whoopi in her youth. Baby, Whoopi was bad. They better look up them pictures. Yeah, Tika Sumpter. Tika's very attractive, but yeah, Tika Sumpter, yeah. Yeah, same thing. Her husband, she picked him on purpose. We know that. Gabby is what, Cameroonian, or she's some kind of African? African men love bigger women. Like she could have went back home and got her baby daddy if this is really what she wanted. No, it's okay. People do what they do. Yeah, in her youth, yes. Thank you. And to this day, her skin is still very beautiful. That is true. Zoe Saldana. Yep, that's another one. And that made me so mad when she did that movie, when she put on that prosthetic nose. I'm like, just get a woman that got that nose already to play that role. Like, casting Zoe Saldana as Nina Simone just made no sense to me at all. I don't know. It had to be a white person that was in charge of that. Okay. So anyway, that's it on that. I had to make sure I cut this part out where I'm talking about Quad and King. But I'm out of here. I feel like I said what I needed to say. I kept it cute. I kept it respectful. I kept it classy. All in all, when it comes to Madison and Dio Whisperer, I wish Madison the best. God bless everybody. But that man shouldn't have came to her house. We can all agree with that. He shouldn't have came to her house. He shouldn't have never talked about her mom, threatened nobody's life. Like none of that was necessary, and none of that was cool. Period. Okay. But I ain't taking back nothing I said. I ain't taking back no commentary. I ain't taking back nothing. Okay. This is my shit. You don't like it, you can turn it off. Okay. Like, I'm subscribed. I will catch you all.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.